Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4 sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighter. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Good one. That left counter was perfectly timed. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be high.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Good left counter that lands. Missed him with that uppercut. He just misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance.
There's the bell to start round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Nice counter punch. He misses with the left uppercut. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
He missed with that jab. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Then step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. Let's talk about Alvarez. Pretty dominant. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Fantastic punch. And he misses with that jab. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men.
This is all about ego. Safety is out of the window. Tactics are out of the window. They don't need gloves. They need beer glasses. The way they're fighting, this is ridiculous.
Watch that jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. To see a jab from these two. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez. At this point, you got to believe. Back at it in round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Exchanges from both men in this round. Just avoids the left uppercut.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
You've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Gotta let your... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. About Alvarez, and a round that seemed like an eternity for them. There's the bell to start round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Catch and shoot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And there it is, the knockdown punch we knew was coming.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Talk about Alvarez. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw it.
Can make or break a fighter.
On to the 6th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
It's all offense all the time. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... Here comes round 7. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter shot. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes...
Sugar Ray Leonard days. next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. And they're back at it again here in round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky legs. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Nice job landing that left counter punch. And he just missed with that left jab. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Just misses with that big right hand. They exchange punches. Just gets a very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez. As bad as boxing judges, both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's a counter shot. He fails to score with that left hook. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there. This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both men step back for just a moment. Very close with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez. Well, we're entering desperation mode. There's the bell for round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? they can change their attitude, they can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Out of the way of that left hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Big left there, but misses. Neither fighter willing to slow down. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
And a counter left. A big left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Counter punch. Let's talk about Alvarez. You know that. Let's start 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Men step back for just a moment. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Very close. Sugar Ray Leonard. Talk about Alvarez. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. There's the bell for round 12. That left counter punch will score. And they get out of the way of that left hand. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. They're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How did he absorb that hook?
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.